God has a father. Is it true? Is it possible? Yes, it is true. The God of the Bible has a father. But before we get to that, in order to leave no stone unturned or to peer into every corner, some details should be explained. The members of religions based on the Bible believe that the God presented in that book is their father. Jesus also believed that the God of the Jewish people was his father. He also taught his disciples that his father was also the father of his followers. The majority of Christians today also believe that the God of the Bible is their father. According to the Gospel of Matthew chapter 6 and verse 9, Jesus apparently said that when praying, his disciples should address God as a father. This then is how you should pray. Our Father in heaven. The so-called Apostle Paul also addressed God as a father for him and for all followers of Jesus. Romans 1 verse 7 explains, "Grace to you and peace from God." Our Father. The question now is, does the God of the Bible also have a father? That is explained in the Bible. The majority of worshipers ignore that reality. The Bible clearly proves it. Therefore, all believers in the Bible should recognize that not only they have a father, but they also have a grandfather. Really? Not only religions lie to its members, but over the centuries the Bible has been manipulated, copied and recopied, revised, translated and changed by opportunistic religious leaders, scribes, copyists, religious philosophers and scholars, past and present. Their motives? To align the scriptures with their doctrines and dogmas and their particular set of beliefs. Because of that, in order to demonstrate and verify that the God of the Bible also has a father, we have to investigate things by means of the oldest copies of the Bible available today, before they were subjected to most of the manipulations, translations, and changes perpetrated on the scriptures. Remember, the originals disappeared long time ago. The main text we are going to use is Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verses 8 and 9. Note, in particular, verse 8 has suffered the most changes and alterations. The only manuscripts we have are copies of copies of copies. One of the oldest copy available today of this passage is found in a fragment among the Dead Sea Scrolls. When Elian gave to the nations their inheritance, when he divided mankind, he fixed the borders of the peoples according to the number of the sons of Elohim. But observe the way modern translators change the text. When the Most High gave to the nations their inheritance, when he divided mankind, he fixed the borders of the peoples according to the number of the sons of God. Also another later change was, according to the number of the sons of Israel, instead of the sons of God. The expression Most High is an inaccurate English translation of the Hebrew word Elion, a reference to the god El, the chief god in the Northwest Semitic pantheon of, apparently, 70 gods. Elion is also the father of those gods. Psalm 82 verse 6 also confirms that, "I had declared you are divine beings, and you all are sons of Elion." A post-biblical notion of 70 angels being in charge of the 70 nations of the world echoes this idea. If the translators into English were totally honest and sincere in wanting to help lay people to really understand the original meaning of the Hebrew text, and to transmit the reality of the existence of various gods and the existence of a pantheon of gods at that time, instead of being under doctrinal and dogmatic obligation, they would at least transliterate the Hebrew word as Elion instead of translating it. They would have the dignity of teaching lay people that it was the norm to worship not only one God, but a variety of different gods. Certainly the expression translated Most High in the text under consideration here does not refer to Yahweh, the God of Israel. It refers to the principal god Elion. He was the chief god and the father of all the other 70 gods. Those other gods were placed on the second level of the pantheon. Those 70 gods were all the sons of Elion, including Yahweh. Yahweh was an inferior god that initially received only Jacob as his portion according to the text. He was not a universal god. He was placed by his father Elion as the God of the nation of Israel only. According to this passage in the Bible, Yahweh initially received a small inheritance. He was placed as the God of the nation of Israel only. In Deuteronomy 32 verse 9 we read, "But Yahweh's portion is his people, Jacob his allotted inheritance." An inheritance is something that you receive from your father, is it not? If you believe everything written in the Bible, you have to accept that not only you have a father, but also Yahweh has a father. Therefore you also have a grandfather. Yes, Yahweh's father Elion is your grandfather. That is according to the Bible. There you have it.